of course, your part 2 training is, okay? What we're going to do, of course, I'll give you directions in good timing. Where we're going to turn left, where we're going to turn right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, continue driving ahead at all time, or follow sign and direction yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Right? But if do you have any questions, you don't know where we're going, so you can ask, no problem.
Yeah, okay.
Now, during this assessment, basically what happens is that, of course, I'm observing your driving, and I see that, okay, I notice that you're doing something wrong or something dodgy, okay,
Yeah.
I'll tell you straight away.
Good.
Okay, yeah, so you can remember. And then we're going to chat about it a bit later, and we're going to fix them.
Okay.
Okay, yeah? Do you have any
Good.
questions?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, start the engine. Okay. Just put my seatbelt on. Natalie, you got seatbelt on as well, yeah?
Yeah, I've got mine on, yeah.
Good. Okay. So move off when you're ready, please. Okay. It'll automatically go off itself, yeah. Automatically go off itself. It's a good moving off us, but the blind spot was missing. Okay, and indicators well to moving away. We take it next row to the right, please. Yeah. Good mirrors. Okay. So you cut a little bit early there.
Yeah.
Okay. And technically you should have waited for that car.
Yeah.
Okay. We turn in right, please. So you cut a bit early when we turn in right there. Again, you still a bit early again here, so when you turn it right, you end up sliding in the middle of the road. If you come back to the left, okay?
Okay.
So I'm just telling you actually your fault at the moment, the one that you're making,
fine.
okay? Good drive, by the way, nice driving, but just those little things that we need to one by one work on them.
Sure, that's fine.
Check for changing direction, was well done. Nice one. Also, every time we're changing gears or changing a speed, we quick glance at the main mirror here, interior mirror. So we're changing its speed. You can put one down if it's annoying you, yeah. I don't know, it's automatic wipers, but sometimes it's got funny.
Yeah.
Not really working sometimes properly.
Yeah, it almost has to cover the windscreen, doesn't it, before it activates.
We're taking next row to the left.
Would you always indicate?
Yeah, we're turning left, do we? Yes. So when we come to turn left, okay, or turn right, we need to let people know what we're doing, isn't it, right?
Yeah. Maybe
now,
it's about having. There was nothing in the road, but
exactly,
if you say to indicate that.
Now on advanced driving, yes, we got this one also, that if there's nobody behind you or around you and nobody get benefit of your signaling, you don't have to give signal. Okay, like moving off as well. Okay. When you did moving off there, there's nobody there at the beginning anyway, so we didn't need to signal. Okay, but it's good habit to give signal always. Okay, right. So sometimes you're turning left to right, you may not know somebody there.
Yeah, sure.
Or somebody maybe in the car sitting want to move off. You never know. Yeah. So it's really important to still give a signal for the turning left or right.
Sure.
Okay. Your mirror and checking direction is quite good. You're checking mirror for change direction every time, which is good. We're turning left at junction, please. a little bit wide when you turn left.
Needs to be tighter then. Okay.
Yeah. So we're looking for MSPSL or MSM routing, guys. Mirror, signal, position, speed, and look. Yeah. The mirror was good. You did check the mirror. Your nightly signal. Your mirror signal is good. So we did a couple of turning left, and we're going to go for turning right as well now.
Okay.
See, this turning left to right, guys, key on driving, okay? Is main thing on driving, turning left and right. Driving straight, pretty much everybody drive. But if it comes to turning left or right, we're looking for precision, we're looking for the correct timing on signaling and steering and everything, okay? We're taking next right to the left here, please. Good mirror, well done. Very end of the road, we're going to turn right, please. Better turning this time.
Thank you.
And good that you didn't stop there because there was open junctions as you could see earlier. Yeah. Well done on that one.
That's acceptable, is it?
Yes, if it's nothing there where we have to stop for, when we can see.
Yeah, sure.
We're turning right at the junction, please. Beans are everywhere.
They literally are everywhere.
Yeah. That learner was, of course, signaling to turn left, okay?
Yeah.
So ideally, you should make sure that really does start a little bit turning as well. Just make sure, because sometimes people, of course, learners are doing right. We can instructor next to them, of course, they signal left and they will turn left. But generally, if somebody else turning left, you got to make sure that really, because it's happened a lot of time, guys, before that people signaling left, actually they not turning left.
Oh right. Okay.
You know. So just make sure. Okay, you did go okay with that one.
Yeah.
Just extra advice here, okay? We're taking next right to the right, please, yeah. Perfect turning, well done.
Thank you.
You see my leg a little bit dizzy. Yeah, we're turning left at junction, please. That's better, well done. You're on your line perfectly. Off the road, turn left, please. Find just someplace safe and convenient, park on the left, please, anywhere you like.
Would you indicate left? Yeah, of course you would.
Better, isn't it? Not too close to the curb, please. Perfect, thank you. Right. And neutral. You put like normally in automatic on the Park, isn't it?
You put it in park. On a manual car, I think probably I would put it in first. That's not how I was taught. It's what I learnt after.
Oh,
put it in first and leave it in first.
Oh yes, you can actually, because it's not car rolling forward or going somewhere because the gear gonna stop it, or like uphill or downhill parking. You can put in the gears as well, like, no problem. Okay, switch off the engine and relax. Okay, good drive. Okay, car, good driving. Okay, but just a little thing was missing, and then I like that actually when a couple of times I mentioned you did some fault in there, and then you remember it and you start actually fixing them, which is very good. Now let's talk about you moving away. Okay, so you move off. Okay, you did a little bit of roll back, of course, at first, but because this is a new car for you, because automatic car never roll back, it just off the brake car go forward. So if you're going with the manual, you make sure that you get that clutch control a little bit half clutch ready before you move forward.
Did it roll a bit?
Just a little bit, it did. Just tiny bit. Now you don't want to roll back too much in your test, guys. Okay, if you roll back around 1 meter,
oh my god,
that's a serious driving fault. Okay, or you roll back and there's car quite close behind you. That's also serious driving fault. So do your best, guys, not roll back. Now moving off. Okay, what you did, okay, you check your mirrors just like that quickly, and then bang on. That's not a standard way we want it. Okay. Right, so you need to do all 6 points or 7 point checks, which is the blind spot was missing. So you just check this. You look around a little bit quickly, but it wasn't really there. That's
so
what
needs
they wanted.
A lot more paced.
Yes. So number one, okay, we check the left. We need to check the left blind spot or left shoulder, then left mirror, 2, ahead, behind, right mirror, and finally check over right blind spot. Really turn around and look. Okay, and then you indicate right before you moving away. Just before moving away, just quick glance on the right mirror again one more time in case.
So
that's the standard way we're looking for.
So a complete rotate, almost a complete rotation.
360 observation. 360 observation. Right. If you look at the left blind spot for me now, let's see how you look into the left blind spot. Yes. Right blind spot. Perfect. Okay. There's no I'm asking you to do it because this is not a blind spot. A lot of people they do like that. That's not the blind spot.
The blind spot's that pillar.
Really. So basically, do you know where the blind spots are anyway? What's it different? Why we have to check the blind spot?
Well, it's all these areas. So because people and cyclists can be hidden or obstructed.
Great. Okay. So other things, of course, we both know this one. The place that you cannot see on your mirrors.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So this is part 3, guys. Also, you need to teach the learners. Okay. Right. So the things that you can see on the left, that driveway, can you see that on the left mirror?
No.
There you go. So if there was a car there coming out, you wouldn't know. Same thing on the right shoulder, see that house down the right? You couldn't probably see it on the right mirror. So this is important. Actually, a lot of accidents happen, guys, these days because people are not checking the blind spots. So just look at the mirror and then move off, and then somebody just coming right from that road next to them and bang. So it's important. That's why the examiners are not happy if you're not checking the blind spot when you're moving off. They're not going to be happy with that. Right? Now, if you do once in your test, of course, you may get driving fault. We don't want to get driving fault too much because you know how much maximum you need to, how many minor you got?
6.
6. Okay, so it's built up quite quick, guys. Right? So you don't want just, before moving up, just because not checking blind spot, get one minor already. One driving fault already, But now, if you don't check the blind spot at that point, then examine all your weakness now here. They'll ask you to pull up again and move off again. So if you keep doing that, you'll fail your test.
Right.
Even when you do great driving, you go motorway everywhere, perfect. But just because of you not checking the blind spot for moving away. You could fail straight away on the first one. Depending on your luck as well. If something was there and you didn't see it.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense.
Say for example, now examiner say moving off when you're ready. You check the left blind spot maybe, check the mirror, but you're not checking the right blind spot. There's a car actually coming out of the car park and turning. He haven't even turned to you yet, but because you didn't see, you didn't look to it, you get serious fault immediately on that one. Because the examiner going to say, what happened if that car was already out and he didn't see that anyway, so he wouldn't be having an accident there.
So you might as well consider not checking the blind spot as a serious fault, really.
Yes.
Because if there's something there that you haven't seen.
Yes, you've got to make sure you're checking all blind spot before. you're moving off. And about indicate, okay, right. Of course, book said, if nobody getting the benefit of your signaling, you don't have to give signal.
Yeah.
But my advice, guys, always give signal.
Okay.
No one gonna blame you why you're signaling to moving away.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can get blamed at why you didn't signal.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Maybe something that you don't know.
Yeah.
But the examiner knows. Okay. So then, better to give signal right. Okay. So every time when you signal moving off, just signal right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just asked me that. Can I just signal to park on the left? Okay. When you asked me that question, did you see anybody in the road around? Is anybody was there? You think any benefit of that signaling?
No. There was another car in front travelling the same way.
Okay. Okay.
But no, they wouldn't have benefited from it necessarily.
Okay. Yes, they wouldn't, again. But best thing, always signal left to park the car on the left. It's good practice anyway, because when you're teaching your learners in future as well, okay, of course, my learners ask me the similar question. Oh, shall I say, there's nobody there, my theory test, there's nobody, you know, this and that. I said, look, it's a good practice to doing it, okay? Yeah. Every time to signal for parking, parking on the left, or every time when you're moving off, or every turning left or right on junction, please do give signal. Okay. Okay, yeah? Because they become like kind of, you give a little bit extra job to them as well, like extra job for you as well, because you have to work harder to scan, is anybody there or not, should I give signal or not, you know? Just do it, man, just give a signal.
Right.
Make life easy.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, we were travelling along the road, moving this time, and we were behind this van here. Do we need to signal to go around him? We're travelling the same direction, but he's pulled in. Okay. Do we need to signal to go around him?
What do you think? Do you need to?
Well, you're probably going to say it's good practice, but I wouldn't.
I would.
Why?
Would you?
Why you would, Natalie?
I just always would, just in case someone came out and go around or some. I don't know. I just would.
Okay. Okay. Now.
And if it's right or wrong, but.
Okay. Now, when you're going around the car, okay, what does your position tell you people you're doing in the road?
You're moving over to the other side of the road.
So that is a signal, isn't it, right? So you don't need to signal to go around the car, because it can be actually very dangerous, that signaling. A lot of people, they don't know this. And a lot of accidents happen because of this, signaling to go around the parked cars. Really? Yes. I'll tell you guys in a minute, yes. Now, if the car in front of you, Natalie, and going around this van, do you know what you're doing? You go around this van, you know the car in front of you. So imagine you're driving, and there's a car in front of you. Yeah, and he's going around this van. Yeah. Do he need to give signal to you to make you understand he's going around that van? You know what my question is, yeah? Yeah. So if the car in front of you, going around this van, do he need or she need to give a signal to let you know he's going around this van?
No.
Why not?
Because it's obvious.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, I get it now,
Yeah? So your position is your signaling, guys. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, for changing lane, we do signal when the park cars on view carriageway, you know, there's 2-lane road. Yes, we're going to go to that lane, we go back to this lane. Yeah, we do indicate for those ones because we're changing the lanes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, by indicating, they might think that I'm going into a driveway, mightn't they?
Exactly, well done.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. Now imagine that there's a driver on the right, okay then, yeah? Now there's a pedestrians after this van is standing, they want to cross the road.
Yeah.
Now when you indicate right, what that pedestrians maybe think you're doing?
You're going in the drive.
You're turning off the road,
Yeah, and what he may do, or she do.
Go in front.
And what you're doing then?
Run them over.
Exactly. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
So it's very unnecessary signaling, guys. I see a lot of people does it, to be honest. I have a lot of my PDs keep signaling right to go around these cars. There's a couple of road on the right as well. Even driveway, people can get confused. Because of those driveways, so why not signal left to come back then? If you signal right to go around, so why not signal left to come back then?
Same reason.
See that? Do what thing you're parking and so on. Okay. So yes, we do not give signal to go around parked cars. Yeah, slow vehicles, like say, you know, this
like tractors.
The cleaning, you know, the vacuum ones, you know. Oh, you're like those ones. Again, those ones, okay. Because they already have put a sign for you to keep my right and go past me. Okay. Again, you don't have to give signal as well. Your position is showing that what you're doing anyway. Okay.
I think I would then.
But you can, because the moving vehicles there are. You're better to signal for those ones. Again, before you signal, you make sure that you do some good scanning. Yeah. Nobody else getting confused on that before you're doing that. Okay. So watch out before you're doing that. Of course, these things that you need to teach your learners. Of course, your learner will ask this question from you. Okay.
Right.
Right. Okay. So that's how you answer them. Okay. The other things, Carl. Okay. So let's talk about your positioning. Okay. So when we turn right first one. Okay. So you cut early.
It's lazy positioning, that, isn't it?
Why? Why you did that?
The first time, because the black car was moving out.
Okay.
So what I should have done is just stayed safe and just waited there.
Yeah,
but that was the route. You wouldn't have waited. You would have waited.
Yeah, I mean,
but that was the reason for the early turn, because I wanted to turn before the car. And I didn't really see that there was any benefit in waiting, but waiting would have been safer.
Yeah, so
obviously.
technically you got 2 serious faults on that one.
Really? Oh my God.
One who got priority. That cars are coming to you.
Yeah.
On one he cut the corner as well. So both of them.
So cutting the corners are serious.
Yes.
Is it?
It is.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I like how wide your eyes are there, because my head's the same. Oh my God. Okay.
The thing is, some examiner may not give you serious for the cutting corners. Okay, depend how you're cutting them, how early you're cutting them.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you cut so early.
You know, like when there's loads of idiots that park too close to the edge of the junction. Yeah. You can't help it then, but cut a corner. Would that be allowed?
Well,
or you expected
it's still you have
pull up behind.
Yeah, it's still you have to go to the point.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Point of turn and then turn. Let me just show you guys on my diagram here quickly. Okay. So what happened was, okay. So you turn. Okay.
Be gentle.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you start turning from here. See that? So you were like this.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what happened. And that car was here.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
So you're rushing to not crash into that car because you want to go quickly. So you're making another mistake there as well. Okay, then,
there was cars parked here as well, which was another thing on my mind. But obviously you're right.
It's quite a big road, but it's quite wide.
Yeah, it was.
You could still wait.
Yeah.
There's a massive wide road. Okay, not tight like that. Okay, yeah. So you should have waited there. What's the consequence of doing that then? What's the danger to cut early?
Well, if somebody's coming up here, then you're putting everybody at risk, really.
Exactly. Okay, right. Okay. So what you should do next time to make it better then, to avoiding that danger?
Just be patient.
Be more patient.
And
okay,
wait. Just wait. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now the two questions that Natalie asked. Okay, there's sometimes parked cars right in the edge here. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Somebody parked here.
That,
right. They're everywhere actually. Yeah. Okay. Here too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here too. Everywhere. Especially in Birmingham, the park everywhere here. Okay. Now in this point, okay, when the park cars are everywhere here, okay, would you turn like that?
Well, I do, but I know it's wrong.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Now if you're turning like that, yeah, can you see what's coming?
No.
So what's the danger if you turn just like that?
A car coming the other way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you still have to go to point of turn, which is about here is. Yeah?
Yeah.
To see inside your road, then you go right in the middle. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have to go to the point to see your road before in. Okay. So you don't want to be like risking it and then start because of the car there. You want to turning early. Car could be coming from this side and could be anywhere, isn't it? Right. So it's dangerous. Okay. So you still have to go to point of turn so you can see clearly. Okay, and turn. Okay, maybe no car here at all. Okay. Yeah. Right. But could be coming from here. Okay. Yeah. So make sure you still go to the point and then you can turn here. No problem.
So if you
don't cut early.
Yeah, sure. If you were to get to this position on your test with cars everywhere turning into your road, is it worth just saying to the examiner, there's a lot of parked vehicles, I'm just going to take my time looking and this is my position? Or just carry on?
They're not teaching you, remember, they just look at you. They don't even answer you on that one.
Right.
Yeah? They're not going to say that, oh yeah, sure, well done, do this. No.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I do it.
Yeah.
You can ask me, no problem. So they're assisting your driving now, so they test you on that one, okay? So you can say that I'm turning now here. Do what you think is right. That's what the answer you maybe.
Right.
Yeah? Or do what you've been told. Yeah? Or it's up to you.
You
know? So they're not going to tell you, yes, please, turn early, turn later.
Yeah, it's not worth just saying, this is a... No, it's not worth... No.
Nothing.
No.
Do your thing.
Okay.
That's what they're here to. They want to test you out. So they're just observing what you're doing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. If you do wrong, of course, they will tell you at the end of the test, and if you do right, then they're fine as well. Okay, on that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, because of the COVID-19, guys, unfortunately, if you got any serious fault, they bring you back to test center immediately.
Right.
So you could fail 5 minutes after your test starts.
Oh God. Right. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Will that happen on every occasion?
Every occasion happened to one of my PDAs. Of course, got a lot of passes, but one of my PDA, he didn't check the mirror for changing direction, and there was a motorcycle was coming.
Oh God.
It was far away.
Yeah.
Because of that, that's next 7 minutes of the test.
Yeah.
You got serious. Exam said, can you turn the car around, please? Coming back to test center.
Okay.
Because of COVID-19, they don't want to spend too long in the car.
Yeah.
So they know that you failed already, so they just bring you back. Okay.
Right.
So be careful on that, guys. Okay. So make sure that all advice I'm giving to you guys follow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Right. So so if you do any serious fault, okay. Yeah. Now, see, for checking the mirror for change direction is not always serious fault, is okay. If nobody was there, normally we get one driving fault for that one. But if something was there, and he didn't look, then that's serious fault. Examiner going to say, okay, hang on a minute. If that bicycle was there next to him, or motorcycle, he didn't know. He wouldn't see that. Okay, yeah. So then, you got your failure test. Your failure test. Okay, yeah. Cool. So. Okay. I wouldn't teach my lens like to be honest, I will tell my lens, okay, just stop the gap, let them all pass, and then you go rolling to that trucks and come back out, you know. So that was not good. That's a good example here. See that? See that? The other instructor did quite well. I mean, the other learner did that, stop well before that van until he passed, and then he move out. Okay,
I mean, as the years go on, I think your natural driving style is to try and progress, isn't it? So, more hesitation and safety almost goes against what the habits you've dropped into. But, right, okay.
You see what happened is this part two, whatever we're doing part two, guys. You need to teach your learners to become your stage. I mean, like, you know, when you pass your part two, of course you're good drivers, and that's why you're passing your part two. Everything you did on roundabout, everything you're doing on the traffic light, everything you're doing on the meeting situation, everything you're doing with the stopping and position, everything, you transfer that to your students. Okay? Nothing different. Some people say, oh, it's so difficult to teach everything. I said, no, you have to teach them everything because they need to drive like you one day, everywhere. Okay, you have to teach them everything. Okay? So, more good habit you pick up yourself, of course, better you teach. Okay, yeah? Right, cool. Any question, guys?
No.
Yeah. Okay, that's for turning right position. But you did correct after that. You know, the last turning right we did there. You beautifully. You got to the point of turn. I think you have reference for your point of turn when to start turning. Actually.
Do I have a reference?
Yeah. Or you just naturally just know.
I didn't have a point of reference. No.
You see, when your right side mirror just reach to the center line. Yeah. That's the time that you're turning right. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. That's a good point. Okay. Yeah. For people are different. Some people have different references, okay, which is that way you need to teach your learners in future, of course. Okay.
You know, going backwards, it feels a bit silly doing all this.
The steering, by the way. No, that was good. The steering, well done. Okay, then that's good pull or push. It's good to do that in front of for the examiners because you need to teach that to your learners, of course, in this one.
Right, and that's the only way to do it, really.
But you can a little bit do like that, no problem with that. A lot of people think that if they cross an arm in the test, they fail a test, and they say no, it's not like that.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so crossing arm not gonna fail your test, or if you do even like that, little bit like that, it's fine as well, okay? But it's nice to do the pull or push because that's most the stand-up is.
Yeah, okay, right, that's fine.
Right, okay. Now, about the pull or push method, okay, a lot of people, they don't know this, because a lot of learners come to us and PDS say, oh, Sharam, if I do pull or push, if I don't do pull or push, I have to be with my hand all the time and still like that, and otherwise I fail my test. No. Okay? Do you know why a lot of people think they're going to fail a test if they don't put both hands on the steering and then do the pull or push stuff? Or,
no, I don't.
You know anything, Natalie, about that?
I did read in the part one, if a driver can drive in a straight line, teach them to drive with one hand. I thought, whoa! I thought that.
Not really, we don't teach them like that.
Is that the same sort of?
No. It's basically, back in the days, guys, we don't have power steering wheel.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I didn't know this myself, actually. I found a few years ago, you know, like I was just thinking that, hang on a minute, why everybody talk about this? Stuff like that, okay? Now, then I found out, okay, research about it and then read a lot of books and ask some of the examiners as well about it. Okay, so back in the days, because they don't have power steering wheel, okay, So technically, you need to have a both hand on the steering, idiot, for turning left or right, really, because it's so hard to turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you didn't have both hands on the steering and you're turning left or right and you're driving, and you will fail a test.
Right.
Okay. But now this is power steering. You can just move one finger around the steering. Okay. Right. Yeah. So it's okay that I'm not saying do drive one finger.
No, sure. Yeah.
Okay. So you're okay. So if you go to, as long as you're turning left or right safely, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I got a lot of my PDs come to me. They couldn't do this like you do. They're just like, all like that. Okay, as long as you're not doing that, locking your hand and you cannot do anymore. That's not good though. Okay, doesn't matter how you steer, as long as you're turning left or right correctly, and your position is fine. Good. Okay, doc?
Yeah.
So this is a story about this steering hand on the steering.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, it's good.
You know? Is you will have some learners in future, of course. They can't do pull push. They just can't. They just, you know, they just never did it. They can't do it. They can't. The brain not allowed them to do it. They can stay like that, fine, as long as they turn nice. No problem with that. So don't push them.
Okay.
You must learn pull push, otherwise you fail a test, and then you got first few lessons with them, and then they do that, and then they're gonna run away, and then they're gonna say, you know what, I can't drive.
So that's acceptable, is it?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. As long as you got both hand controllers in quite nicely. Of course, you don't want to be sitting there like this, driving around, you know what I mean? Or like thumb underneath. Not really that, not good. Okay. Yeah. But as long as, whichever you want to steer, as long as you both hand on the steering, still is steering to it, So you don't have to be.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. But that was a good one actually doing, because good example as a front of your learners.
Some people make it look so effortless, but it doesn't feel effortless. It's like a lot of...
For me, I love it. I mean, I always do pull push myself. I like it.
That's
for me, fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do that when I'm parking and reversing and stuff. I do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Now, any question?
No.
Clear. Okay. So you're clear for turning right now, guys? Yeah. When we're turning.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now for turning left. Okay. So again, what you're doing a little bit, you're a little bit rushing to go. You see what I mean? You got that eagerly, I want to go, and you're moving with second gear as well to it.
Yeah.
You nearly stalled there.
Yeah, it was slow.
Okay, so basically what happened was, first couple of times you did turn left, okay? You turn a little bit wide, okay, because your position was missing there, okay, a bit, okay?
That was that uphill road with the van. Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's loads of parked cars, you really have to look. Yeah.
So what happened was to you, okay, so you came from here, you done the good mirror, good signal.
Yeah.
Nice mirror, nice signal, perfect. Okay. So what you did, you start looking from here, which is to the right and left.
Yeah.
Okay. But you see you miss this position. So you end up here. See that?
Yeah.
And then if I put this line here now for you. Okay, so when you turn, your front of the car, is in the center line.
Oh, right.
And then you turn back in.
Yeah.
See that? Okay.
Yeah.
So you should have been more to your left here.
I've been doing that for a long time.
And then, following that curve, I can give you some reference later, guys. Okay, basically, you start following the curve when going around the corner of your windscreen. So when the corner of the windscreen, when the curves start turning, start following it. Okay. Then when you turn again, a lot of people think they're going to hit the curve sometime.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue your steering until you line up with the curve. And then step back in. You want another minute. Okay.